Make decisions based on what's best for your health and the health of everyone else and for the planet. So eating farm-raised fish is not good. If you're going to eat fish, now there's always going to be mercury concerns and radiation concerns. However, when you're looking at fish, you want to look at smaller fish. So the bigger the fish, like tuna, the higher up in the food chain, the higher concentrations of mercury, because that tuna has eaten all these little fish, and the concentration of mercury has continued to increase as it goes up the food chain. So hello. Today we're going to be talking about the first concept of my 12 core concepts. Let me ask you, what are healthy proteins? Do you know what a healthy meat is? Are you eating animal protein? And if so, do you know that the choices that you make regarding what you put into your mouth has a direct effect on the entire health of this planet? Has a direct effect on how we treat animals? So today I'm going to briefly discuss sustainable protein sources. This is the first concept of my 12 core concepts. We are lesson 4, pure food, and today's all about sustainable protein sources. So, what is a sustainable protein source? Number one is if you're eating cow meat and you are eating regular commercially raised beef, you are supporting a system that feeds those animals corn, GMO corn typically. You're also supporting a system that is feeding those animals antibiotics and growth hormone, and that commercial system of raising beef is all about money. The animals aren't treated well. They're put into very small, crowded quarters. So cows are supposed to eat grass. Cows don't eat corn. Cows eat grass. But we feed them corn so that they can get really big and fat very quickly. Growth hormone, antibiotics. They need antibiotics because they're in such close, crowded quarters that there's bacteria and filth all around. So if they don't give them antibiotics, they'll get sick and diseased and all kinds of stuff. So is that what you want to put into your body? Is that the form of animal treatment that you want to support? No. So if you're eating beef, please do not eat commercial beef anymore. You need to be eating grass-fed, pasture-raised beef. And there's tons of companies. Private message me or comment. If you're watching me on Facebook, post a comment. Or if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, post a comment and ask about different companies that I recommend, and I will type those in. But Beyond Organics, which was started by Jordan, I can't remember his last name right now, Jordan Rubin. He's got cattle that he brought in from Europe that have never been vaccinated. Thousands of acres of land in Kansas, I think Missouri, and I think Georgia, and that's a great company. I have full trust in him. He's a man of God. He is on a mission to make a difference and provide healthy, sustainable, humanely raised food for us. So Beyond Organics is one company that I highly recommend. ButcherBox is another company. They'll just send it right to your door. Same with Beyond Organics. ButcherBox is all pasture raised, grass fed. There's no commercial beef. There's no cattle that have been filled with antibiotics and have been given a bunch of GMO corn and other grain that cows were not meant to eat. Cows were meant to eat grass. There's another company that I just recently ordered from, I think it's called Raw Pasture. Again, if you have any questions or want some more information, ask either in the comments on the Facebook Live or if you're in our community group, Pura Vida Wellness with Dr. CJ, just ask and I can post those links, and I can probably have my team help me out with posting some links based on the different lessons that I'm covering every day. So Beyond Organics, Butcher Box are the two that I know the best of. So that's beef, right? That's cattle. What about fish? You know, we're told that fish is better for us. However, if you think you might, this seems reasonable. If you look at, farm raised fish, it's like, oh, clean farm raised. Like, yeah, that's probably better, right, than getting fish from out in the wild. No. So farm raised fish, don't eat anything that says farm raised. I don't think you can actually even get tilapia that isn't farm raised. So stop eating tilapia. So farm raised, same thing. It's kind of like the cattle. They're all like just pushed into this small little area, this tiny little pond, and there's thousands of fish all smashed together. And same thing, they get all kinds of diseases and parasites and fungus because it's not a natural setting. And same thing, they're fed a bunch of food that's not their natural food so that they grow big and that they make more money. So it's all about making more money. So the United States corporations don't care about you and your health. They care about profit and making money. So you have to arm yourself with the truth. You have to listen to people like me who has a passion and a daily thirst for knowledge, and I love to learn everything that's going on, all the new data, all the new science, so that I can distill it down into easily understandable terms for you. So that's my purpose. I'm here to teach and guide and educate those people that want to have a better planet, make decisions based on what's best for your health and the health of everyone else and for the planet. So eating farm-raised fish is not good. If you're going to eat fish, now there's always going to be mercury concerns and radiation concerns. However, when you're looking at fish, you want to look at smaller fish. So the bigger the fish, like tuna, the higher up in the food chain, the higher concentrations of mercury, because that tuna has eaten all these little fish and the concentration of mercury has continued to increase as it goes up the food chain. So what I typically only eat, and not that I don't eat tuna or bigger fish, but not very often, my go-to is wild caught Alaskan salmon. They're small, they're not at the top of the food chain, they haven't eaten a bunch of other fish with mercury in it, so wild caught salmon is best. If you want to go with larger fish like mahi-mahi, bass and things like that, again, you always want to do mostly like wild caught Pacific Northwest, Alaskan. The studies show that fish like Atlantic salmon, the waters aren't as clean and it's not as healthy of a fish as Pacific Northwest and or Alaskan. So that's fish. Same thing like pork. Okay, so I don't eat a lot of pork, even if it's naturally raised, pasture raised, treated humanely. In my opinion, and based on studies, pigs don't sweat. Their meat is not very clean. There's a lot of toxins in their meat. So I personally would stay away from pork. Do I like a good piece of bacon every now and again? Yes. A BLT when I'm splurging and having a high carb day? Yes. So pure life, healthy living is all about balance. It's not about being perfect 100% of the time. It's about balance. It's about doing the right things most of the time. So 80-90% of your day, you should be at a high vibration. You should be thinking thoughts of love. You shouldn't be judging others. You shouldn't be judging yourself. You should be putting whole, real live, clean food into your body 80 to 90% of the time. You should be taking time for self-care, getting your barefoot feet onto the earth, grounding, which I'll cover in another episode. But today's lesson, lesson 4 of the pure food concept, is about healthy protein sources. So, do I eat pork? Yes, but it's not very often. So, most of what I eat is pasture raised, free range chickens. And free range is not the same as pasture raised. So, free range just means that maybe they have, 20 feet around them. Pasture raised means they go outside, they're eating bugs, they're eating their natural food. So you want to look at pasture raised versus free range. That's going to be a more important. That's going to be a more important delineation to see pasture raised as far as chickens go. And again, there's lots of companies that provide to your home pasture raised, humanely raised chickens. So I think ButcherBox has beef and chicken. The raw pasture or pasture raised, I can't remember the name of the company right now. I just ordered from. They had chicken choices. They had pork choices as well, and beef choices. So that is sustainable protein sources. If there was something that I didn't cover, please please write a comment in either the Facebook post or my YouTube channel. I'm here to love you and support you and guide you. I'm Dr. C.J. Benkert, and I'm going live for the next 90 days to cover my 12 core concepts that basically go into detail about how you can live your purest life, how you can be free from disease, how you can go past weight loss resistance. Maybe you're on depression medication. Your body can heal. Your body can operate normally. Your body, if you're on like depression medication, let's say, or maybe like a statin for cholesterol, your body doesn't have a deficiency of a statin. Your body doesn't have a deficiency of Prozac. Let's get to the root cause of the depression. Your brain is the most sensitive organ to nutritional deficiencies. So my experience has been that when you get people healthy from the inside out, when you clean their body out at a cellular level using whole live foods, intermittent fasting, and supporting the body nutritionally, and then going into these other areas like stress reduction and self-care and prayer and medication and exercise and keeping your heart open, people heal and people get their health back. So you can heal. You have a powerful innate intelligence within you that can reverse whatever's going on. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. I'm here to help anybody that wants to be their best be their best. So signing off, Dr. C.J. Benkert with Pura Vida Wellness, helping you, supporting you, guiding you, motivating you, leading you by example to live your purest, best life in body, mind, heart, and spirit. Peace out.